The following program has been generously funded by the Patterson Foundation. This book is cool.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to This Book is Cool. My name is Beth Duda, and I'm the director of the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. Today, we are going to be talking about a fantastic book called Donovan's Word Jar, and it was written by Monalisa DeGross. We have a guest to tell us why she thinks this book is cool. Today, we have Hilarie King with us, and she is executive support and a board liaison with the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County. Hi, Hilarie, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. I'm really good. First of all, I want to thank you for giving us this amazing opportunity. Obviously, books and reading are so important to everybody at this organization. We give out thousands of books every year and promote it constantly. I have 4 children of my own, though they're grown now, but reading was always a passion of ours, and I still have their younger books. So thank you for having us on.
We're delighted, and I'm very tickled that you like this book as much as I do. Donovan's Word Jar.
All children collect things. I mean, well, most of them do. You know, I know that my kids were in the Pokemon thing, or coins or whatever it is. And the fact that he collects words, it makes learning fun, and it makes them want to get more creative and get bigger words and keep going. It's also an academic lesson that the teachers can use right there in school, or parents can do at home, you know?
I loved all of the different kinds of words that he collected. He collected words just because he liked the way they sounded. He collected some words that were unusual. I thought it was great that he collected the word abracadabra, because that's such a fun word.
It is a really fun word, and that's because it also ties in an emotional connection with family and family bond, or whoever your circle is, that, you know, you have empathy, you have sympathy, you want to make them feel better. So you could say to your student, well, what word would you use to make your friend feel better, or your mom feel better, or grandparent? So it's another way of just building and building on vocabulary.
And we have so many different feelings about different words.
Yes.
Some words bring feelings of joy, some words, you know, are mysterious sounding, and
right. But he uses those words to find comfort, you know, in himself and comfort in other people. And that's another talking point that you can work with children and their feelings. And, you know, I always used to say to my children, you know, well, how do you feel today? And my daughter would say, well, I feel really fun. I'm like, well, maybe you could be more creative and say, I feel really fancy. And she's like, yeah, because then she gets more excited, you know, and you want kids to enjoy that book connection.
It's true. And I also like the family connection in the book. I like that Donavan has what he perceives as a pretty big problem, that he's running out of room in his word jar. And he goes and asks all of his family members for help and for suggestions on what he could or should do. And I like that idea of us being able to ask our family members for help.
Yeah, and, you know, you can elaborate on it and say, you can also ask friends or mentors or get other people's ideas. It's just teaching them critical thinking and to think outside of the box. So this book has so many different levels, all presented beautifully. Yes, and the fact that he took his grandpa's jar, it just makes it even more special.
It does. And I love the idea of collecting words. I used to collect elephants, but I think I'm going to turn into a word collector because I like the idea so much.
I know. I wish that I would have had this book when my children were little, because we definitely would have done that.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to be with us today and to share your love of books and your love of reading. Do you have any advice for children this summer on what they should do to fill their time?
I would start off with this book because it's more than just a book. It also creates an activity. So you can talk to your children. What kind of jar do you want? What color do you want? Should we name the jar? You know, should we do all words with the letter A in one? If we do a little one, B in the next one, and all the way up, you know, and elaborate on the book. And maybe even a jar could be about your feelings and a jar could be about your favorite foods.
That's a great idea.
So much to move and build on that. So that right there in itself should.
I like the idea.
A week or so. Do one each week.
That's a great idea. Thank you for sharing your information with us and sharing your enthusiasm. I really appreciate it.
Beth, I really appreciate this opportunity for you asking the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County to get involved because we love our books.
Awesome. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
See ya. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
What a fun idea to collect words. That's what this book is all about. This boy, Donavan, loves words, all kinds of words, short words, long words, words of great feeling, but also words that are just fun to say. One of my favorite words to say is onomatopoeia. I just like the way that it sounds in my mouth. When he finds words that he likes, he writes them down and he puts them in a word jar. And soon his word jar is full to the brim and he doesn't know what to do. Well, this author has given us a lot of words for our word bank. Our first word is nutrition. Nutrition. Nutrition is the process of obtaining food necessary to grow and be healthy. Nutrition is the very first word that Donavan puts in his word jar. Our next word is the word boutique. Boutique. Boutique is a small store that sells fashionable clothes and accessories. Our next word is the word squabble. Squabble. That's a noisy quarrel or a fight about something small, something petty or trivial. Donavan liked the way the word squabble felt in his mouth, so he put it in his word jar. Our next word is the word solidarity. Solidarity. That means mutual support within a group. And our final word for the word bank today is the word boisterous. Boisterous. That means noisy, energetic, and cheerful. Rowdy. Sometimes if you're playing with your friends on the playground and everybody's having a great time, you might be described as a boisterous group. Those are just a few words for our word bank, but Donavan filled a jar full of words, and that's our activity for today. Hilarie King recommended that we start our own collection of words, and that's what we're going to do. So we have a jar, and we already have some words in the jar. So look at that. It's one of the words we put in our word bank, the word boutique. So as we encounter words that we like the way they sound or we think they have a special meaning, we're going to write those words on pieces of paper and put them in our word jar collection. I'm going to think of a word that I want to put in my word jar today. I'm going to put the word friendship in my jar, because I'm very glad that Hilarie King was with us today, sharing the gift of friendship. And I'm very glad that you're with us today, sharing the gift of friendship. And I have one more word that I'm going to put in my word bank. My word jar, I should say. I'm going to put the word succeeding, because reading is the key to succeeding. Until we meet again, my friends, I hope you spend some time reading and some time collecting some fabulous words. See you soon.